So we need a TTL for these rounds. Let's go into the console here and we're going to go plus new date just to get a Unix timestamp. I like storing stuff in Unix timestamps. Our game state here is getting a little convoluted. It's getting split between columns and JSON structures. I think it's time to change this around a little bit. Let's go back. We're going to rename this one state. Okay, and we're going to take this one out altogether. All right, we're going to save those changes. Yep. So now state looks like this. It's got grid, it's got players, it's got round number, and it's got round expiry that looks like that. Okay. So we'll go grid, players, round number, round expiry, and max rounds. Let's say max round 0 means that it never ends, and round TTL is, let's give it we'll go 5 minutes times 60 seconds per minute times 1,000 milliseconds. So yeah, so we're going to say 300,000, like that. So here is our new game state or room state. Okay, so I'm going to go back in here and I think I'm going to just add a global TDS and I'm going to say type room state equals and just let it do all of this. Now grid is going to be, yeah, a record of that. Players are going to be a record like that. Yeah, this is TDS, DTS. Cool. So that's what our room state looks like. And even if I don't have IntelliSense showing up here, the cursor AI will find it and use it to its advantage. All right, so now I want to rename this room, and I want this to say get current room, like that. Yeah, get current room state, and it'll do that. And then set current room state will do that. Okay, then inside login here, we're going to resolve room, get current room state. And I think we'll just call it room state. That's good. That's good. We'll call it room state. And we'll do this the same thing in join here. Room state is going to do that. Well, yeah, room state.grid. Yeah, let's see if we can refactor all this. Return room state. That's fine. Now here, we got to find up here where it says grid. This is going to say room state, res.grid. This is going to say room state equals res.room state. Yep. Okay. And then this is going to be room state, room state, room state grid, room state. Yeah, that all feels good. Let's see if that works. Okay. Didn't like that. Yeah. So check it out. Now, instead of returning just the grid, we're returning the whole room state. So I refactored this all to room state, where now it has room state grid ID, see, and player ID, stuff like that. So I bet all of this still just works. And then in here, when we first join the room, the initial room state is empty grid, no players, no expiration, no rounds, nothing, right? So let's see if that works. Yeah, bingo, there we go. We can do it. Let's make sure it's still writing everything appropriately. Yeah, it is. Okay, so now we're down to this round expiry and round number and round TTL. It would be cool if we could have a state variable that's dependent on other state variables changing. I don't know if Alpine supports that though. Let's find out. So there is something here called watch. You can watch a component property. Oh yeah, there we go. So I put it in a init. That's cool. Let's do that. So when room state changes, let's just console log this and see what happens. Oh yeah, it looks like it works every time. Cool. That's simple, because then what we want here is ms remaining is 0. And then when this changes, we say round expiry minus date now. And then we also want a set interval in there. Let's see how all of this goes. Oh, didn't like that. Okay, so let's see here. The expiry is in the past. Oh, it's got to be in the future. Anytime somebody joins, we're going to add 5 minutes. So let's see what happens now. Yeah. So then we're going to go here and we're going to say time remaining is the same room expiry, and I'm going to do this every 100 milliseconds. Let's see what this is like. Oh, this can only work if room state has a round expiry, but it does. Maybe not during initialization? Maybe this needs to be inside next tick. Let's try that. Cannot read properties of undefined. Is it because of, I don't know if this is supposed to be there. See if it is. Because here it's not, room state. Yeah, I think here inside a function it needs that, but there we go. So yeah, it's counting down, right? So now the max TTL, xbind max equals room state TTL, and xbind value equals ms remaining. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, it is going down. Here, let's restart it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, it's working. So now I want to go maybe progress accent. You can see it going down, right? That is cool. So I am curious though, this progress bar, where is it getting its color? Because I kind of wanted a different color. Oh, okay, success works. So here's what I can do. I want to have percent remaining too. So let me go up here and calculate it. Percent remaining. And then in here, I'm going to watch this and calculate these percent remainings as well. And then down here in progress, I'm going to say if it's greater than half, I want it greater than 0.7, we do a success. Otherwise, if it's greater than 0.3, we do info, and greater than, yeah, this is supposed to be ms remaining. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. All right, let's do a little check-in here. So we've done a room refactor. We've refactored the API as well. I'm just going to put this all under the heading of enhancement room round progress. And then we're going to go in here, added round progress bar updates. Yeah,